New Life Fellowship in Keswick, Iowa is hosting the Victorious Living Conference Friday, August 23rd through Sunday, August 25th, with guest pastors Luke and Jana Hobbs from Tennessee. You're invited to make plans to join New Life Fellowship in Keswick for this dynamic time of anointed worship, teaching, and ministry. New Life Fellowship is located just south of Keswick on Highway 22. The conference schedule is Friday, August 23rd at 7 p.m., Saturday, August 24th at 6 p.m., and Sunday, August 25th at 6 p.m. We hope to see you for the Victorious Living Conference. Central Empire Wrestling presents Bridge City Slam 6 live Saturday, September 7th at the Bridgeview Center in Ottumwa. Come see Jake the Snake Roberts, Buff Bagwell, former WWE Tag Team Champions Demolition, Real One Enzo Amore, The Powers of Pain, The Boogeyman, Snitsky, Jordan Grace, Cameron Burnett, and the stars of CEW. Tickets start at just $20 and include the Fan Fest from 4 to 7 p.m. Get your tickets through Ticketmaster or at the Bridgeview Center in Ottumwa. It's Bridge City Slam 6, live Saturday, September 7th at the Bridgeview Center in Ottumwa.
With proper maintenance, a wastewater lagoon can do its job for decades. Know how to evaluate the water and vegetation around it on Successful Farming Radio.
Successful Farming Radio, providing information farmers need in the field, in the shop, and in the office. Committed to growing your business in agriculture.
Interact with Successful Farming on social media. Like us on Facebook at Successful Farming USA and follow us on X at Successful Farm for tips, ideas, timely news, and information from our editors. Find us on Instagram at successful_farming and love the latest photo or video. And take a look behind the scenes with our editors on TikTok at successful_farming.
Get the latest ag news, markets, weather, and more when you sign up for today's news from Successful Farming. Register at agriculture.com/newsletter for today's news, the free Successful Farming e-newsletter. Once a day, you'll get an email packed with relevant news hitting the ag industry online and around the nation, along with the 3 big things happening today. Visit agriculture.com/newsletter to subscribe to today's news from Successful Farming.
Some landowners have a wastewater lagoon instead of an underground septic system. Wastewater flows from the house through an underground pipe to the above-ground lagoon where the water is treated. Wayne Wolt is an Extension Water Resources Engineer at the University of Nebraska. He says proper maintenance is critical to keep the system functioning. The recommended water depth is 2 to 5 feet. If it falls below 2 feet, grab a hose and restore the water level. Also, keep an eye out for vegetation, such as duckweed, on the water's surface.
It can actually block sunlight from entering into the lagoon column of wastewater. It penetrates through that surface of the lagoon, and that sunlight can be helpful. So if there is any sort of infestation, vegetative growth, it would be good to take care of that.
You could reach in with a rake and pull the vegetation off the surface, or use an approved herbicide. He also recommends reducing vegetation around the lagoon.
And that's because one thing lagoons like is to have the wind across their surface and sunlight. And so trees planted close that might shade or block wind would not be good. Also, we'd like to minimize any sort of tree root encroachment. So that's another reason to keep trees and shrubs, hedges and such away from the lagoon.
The watercolor should be a bright, rich green, which means there's plenty of algae. Algae produce oxygen, which is essential for bacteria to make the lagoon function. I'm Jody Henke. Find more tips on lagoon management at agriculture.com.